Coming up on today's show, we are breaking down the new commitment in Alabama's 2027 recruiting class. We're also going to take a look at some recruiting targets that are going to be visiting Tuscaloosa here in the next couple of weeks, including a flip target as well. So if you guys want us to continue doing some recruiting updates throughout the season as well, make sure you get down there and like today's video. What's going on, Alabama fans? Chris Daughtery here with the Alabama Football Report by Chat Sports. First up on today's show, Alabama has landed its third commitment in their 2027 recruiting class. Four-star interior offensive lineman Jatori Williams out of Central Phenix City, Alabama. He is in that 2027 class, a four-star recruit. Per the 247 Sports Composite rankings, top 150 player, number 6 interior offensive lineman overall, and a top player in the state of Alabama, number 4 ranked. He's 6'5", 320 pounds. Now, Alabama offered him as he was going into his sophomore season. He's been on campus a couple of times for different camps and things like that. Coaching staff felt pretty comfortable enough with what he's done so far this season, throughout his junior season, to be able to take that commitment. He's played tackle mostly in high school, but I think there's going to be some position flexibility for him there, whether that's going to be center or guard. They think he's going to play one of those interior offensive lineman spots in college. Now, Andrew Bone of Bama Online did mention the timing of this commitment was kind of interesting, considering that he was actually at the Georgia game for a visit with Georgia this past weekend. I like to think that maybe he, saw that Caden Proctor play in person and won a little bit of piece of the action too. Now, he is expected to be in Tuscaloosa for this weekend's game against Vanderbilt. And like I said, he is now Alabama's third commitment in that 2027 recruiting cycle. Jabarrius Garror, 4-star edge rusher out of Vigor down in Mobile, Alabama. And then Alexander Ward, the other one, number 9 athlete. He's projected to play wide receiver for the Crimson Tide. He was at Walton last year. Now, I believe he transferred down to IMG Academy in Florida. Still, obviously, a light recruiting class in that 2027 class, but you have got a lot of time before those guys really, come around, before they really start getting into that 2027 recruiting cycle. So welcome, Jatori Williams, to Alabama's 2027 recruiting class. Welcome home, brother. Spam those JWs down in the comment section of today's show. Now, this might not be the only commitment coming up here for the Crimson Tide. Don't know whether it's going to be 2027 or 2026, but Hayes Fawcett put this out just the other day. It was actually put it out 2 days ago on September 28th, just your typical Alabama gift there, the little elephant emoji times 2. We already got one commitment. I would assume that means there's going to be another one on the way. And we'll talk about a couple different targets that Alabama might be going after in that 2026 recruiting class here in just a second. But first, we want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's show. That is Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every single day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. I use Prize Picks for a ton of different types of sporting events, whether it's professional football, college sports, MMA, baseball as well, and basketball, and so much more. Prize Picks is a ton of fun, and if you guys know ball, you can win real money all season long on Prize Picks. We've got the playoffs starting here in baseball. We got Jack Lauderay, our Boston fan here at the Chat Sports offices, cooked up a little power play for us for that series. They're going with Garrett Crochet, more than strikeouts at 7.5. Masatuka Yoshida, did I say that right, Aiden? Okay, I think I got that one right there. Going with a more than on total bases for him. Just needs one base. That's all he needs on that one. And then Max Fried, former Braves player. I know a lot of Alabama fans are also Braves fans, including myself as well. So this one hurts a little bit, but going with a more than on Max Fried. Only a half walk, so if he walks one batter in this game, that one will surely hit. Prize Picks, play Prize Picks to get action on football in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and yes, Prize Picks is available in the state of Alabama as well. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, which means you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. You want more on Josh Allen's passing yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns. Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and use promo code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Now, another player that's on Alabama's radar right now is Doughty. He is in this 2026 cycle a 3-star prospect, number 913 overall. Does play offensive tackle out of the state of Georgia. He's a big old boy, 6'6", 300 pounds. He announced an offer from Alabama back on September 17th. Now, he does have 2 visits scheduled to Tuscaloosa this year. He's got an unofficial visit coming up this weekend for that Vanderbilt game, and he also has an official visit scheduled for the Oklahoma game. And he did tell 247 Sports that a couple of his top teams that he's looking at right now are Alabama, Georgia, and Missouri. He's been to Georgia already a couple times this year. He, has a relationship with a couple Georgia offensive linemen. Bo Hewley and Dontrell Glover both used to play at his high school, so he's got that relationship there with a couple Georgia players. But his mom is a massive Alabama fan, according to 247 Sports, so that could definitely help Alabama out as well in his recruitment. And Alabama does have 3 commits already in their 2026 recruiting class along that offensive line. You got Sam Utu, Bear Fretwell, and Chris Booker already committed to Alabama. Would not surprise me at all if they ended up taking one more offensive lineman in this class to end up rounding things out. If you guys want to stay updated on some Alabama recruiting, make sure you are subscribed right here to the Alabama Football Report. We're going to continue to keep you guys updated on Alabama's 2026, 2027, and beyond recruiting class as news and rumors come out on that. So do not miss out. Make sure you stay up to date. Hit that sub button for me right now. Now, we have a flip target as well that the Crimson Tide are going after. Zion Cotton, currently committed to Mississippi State. Number 67 wide receiver, 464 overall, number 17 player out of the state of Mississippi. With Bubba Hampton no longer being with the team right now, I think this might have opened up just an extra spot at that wide receiver position when it comes to recruiting that spot anyways, because supposedly Alabama was done at wide receiver. He's another big guy as well, 6'5", 215 pounds, so another big-bodied athlete that Kalen DeBoer and this Alabama coaching staff definitely love to recruit at that wide receiver spot. He is expected to be on campus for a visit this weekend. You know how things could always change, but that is the expectation right now. Like I said, Alabama does have 3 commitments right now at that wide receiver spot in this 2026 class. You got Owen Cable, Brian Williams Jr., and Sadarian Morgan, the 5-star wide receiver out of the state of Alabama. Like I said, I think that with Bubba Hampton no longer being on the team, I think that might have opened up the door to take an extra player at that wide receiver spot. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section of today's show. You can get your predictions in now. Will Alabama flip any more players in that 2026 recruiting cycle? Let me know what you guys think. Type Y for yes or N for no.